Hi guys, welcome to this tutorial. It's Richard Butler, Video Community Manager here at PitchGround. So we're still looking at Odus and we're looking at refining the bot. Now, my bot has changed quite a lot from the initial setup that I had, and I've worked with the guys at Odus as well to explain a few things to me. So really when you're building a bot, what you want to do is I would recommend you want to do it out on paper first. You want to see the logical flow of the bot. What's going to happen next? Now remember, the bot gets more intelligent as you add more to it and as you actually train the bot. And I'm going to show you a couple of things about training the bot just in a second. So let's have a look. We have the entry point here. Now remember, anything in green is an answer. Anything in this purpley color is an intent, and an intent is a possible question that the person might have, okay? Possible questions here, and then the answers are replies to questions. So when I first created the bot, and in the first video, if you go back to the very first video where I created the bot, it wasn't as structured as this. So this is the way the entry point is going. I enter, there's a reply to a greeting, and then there's a number of options. One is the price of coaching, or the person will ask, what is coaching? Or you could have a third branch out here if there was something else that they could possibly ask. So I have tagged the words price, how much is each session. All of these fall under the tag of pricing. Now, if I go into price per hour, I have the tag pricing and I've left it as any. So any of these words will trigger this answer. And the sort of question that I ask the user, the bot asks the users, which would you like to book? Okay, 1 or 2 sessions. So the possible questions that they may have, or the possible replies might be, yeah, I'd like to book 1 session, I'd like to book 2 sessions, none, no thanks, goodbye. So that then leads to let's order. If they mention any of the words that are tagged with session, it says great, let's go to the order form. If they say nothing, it says no problem. And then what can happen is they can go into an exit sequence, which is bye, see you soon, they might say, and then the bot will reply with the answer, is there anything else? And then that could start off another sequence. If not, what happens is they will say yes, okay? They'll say, let's go to the order form, etc. And then the order form comes up here. So this is something that we haven't fully looked at yet. So it's not a form as in, please fill in your name, etc. It's actually questions that will ask for the person's name. You can ask for their email address. So you could also ask them, for example, for their address. What is your address? So if you have like a delivery bot, this is where you're going to ask for the address. Now, here you can decide whether it's a text field, whether it's an email, okay, whether it's going to be a phone number, or whether it's going to be some choices here. So the final message is, thank you for your order. We will be in touch shortly. And then you want to make sure that this sends off to the email. So you say send email. It will go to whatever email you've set up in your account. And these are the available fields that you could actually put in. So I could put in Richard, there's a new order from, and then at the bot name. And I could put in a full name, email, at phone. And then I could also put in here, if there's the option, I could put in at address as well if I've actually selected the address here. And then I simply click on save. That saves that, and then I have to go back to train the bot. Now, I'm going to show you all of the elements here with the actual bot, but what I do want to show you before I go through everything on this dashboard, I want to show you the history here. Now, this is where you can further train the bot, okay? So mark the correct answer of the bot. When finished, click train the bot. So for example, this person asked, what is couching? Now, the bot was intelligent enough to say couching must be coaching, and it gave this answer. And what I can do is I can mark that as true. Now, if I keep going down here, this one is just the person said, hello, I'm Richard's bot, how can I help? So that's perfect. Now, the price of coaching. So how much is each session was the question. The price of coaching is $60. That I've marked as true as well. And I can keep going down here and I can see any of the, okay, you can see that there are some interesting ones from the bot here. I can say, okay, the price of coaching, how much is a session? I can say that's true as well. And one of the things I should do is I should go through the actual history here and make sure that I'm telling the bot what is true and what is not true. And after that, what I just do is I click on train the bot, I confirm that, the bot will then update. So each time you train the bot, it makes it more intelligent. So the takeaway from this tutorial is plan out your bot before you start developing it. It's like you're not going to start developing a product or a website right away. You're going to plan it out first. So if you plan out your bot step by step of the logical things that you want the bot to be able to do. So what type of information would they want from your website? So let's say for PitchGround, they may decide that the bot is going to answer questions about the current offers. The bot will then, after it's told the person what the current offers are, it's going to say, would you like a special discounted link to that offer? Somebody might say, well, tell me more about PitchGround. So that's another branch that you could actually have, telling them about the history of PitchGround, who are the people behind PitchGround, etc. And then another one might be, what are the future deals? And then that could lead the person to a form where they can actually then fill in their details to be added to an email list. So those are the ways, and those are the ways you can use the bot, and you have to think about it there. So this has now been updated. My recommendation will be that you watch the videos that Aaron has done with Alexi, the founder of Odus, so that you can see how they're building more complicated bots. But of course, the other thing you need to do is you need to actually get in there and start building bots yourself and experiment. And things may go wrong, but that's okay. That's all part of the learning process. And you, of course, can leave questions, or you can contact their support if you have any questions. So I'll see you in the next video.